So I have some more packages. Hey there, it's Mitzi. Welcome to my channel. So y'all are spoiling me. This is just so great. I cannot believe all of these surprises I'm receiving in the mail lately. And so I've actually got to change my book card a little bit, which I'm going to talk about in another video, because you're giving me some great books to add to my collection. So the first is from Jenna. Is it Jenna or Gina? Because I am from the South and I will butcher anybody's name. I remember when I was younger, Mama would say, well, she still says it. She'd say Mary instead of Mary and Sarah instead of Sarah and like that, you know what I mean? And so we would tease her. Well, I'm just as bad about a lot of names, you know, and the boys tease me about the way I say things. So is it Jenna or Gina? Let me know in the comments, but thank you for sending me these special gifts. She sent me Love Ruby Lavender, which was on my wish list. I've been wanting to pick this one up by Deborah Wiles. And it says, Ruby Lavender and Miss Eula are a pretty good team for a couple of chicken thieves. What other grandmother-granddaughter duo would drive the getaway car for chickens rescued from the slaughterhouse or paint a whole house shell-shock pink? So this will probably be a hoot, and I can't wait to read it. So thank you for this one. And I was really excited about this because I love puzzles. This one is 550 pieces, so I am definitely going to be able to do this one. And my son said I don't think it'll be that difficult because of the picture too. But this is a Christmas puzzle. I don't know if you can see that with my ring light. I am very excited about this, and this will definitely be as soon as Thanksgiving gets here, because during November I'm already ready for Christmas. This will be on my table and I'll be doing this one. And I will have Bing Crosby probably playing in the background. So thank you for the puzzle. I'm really excited for that too. And then I received another package. This is from Laura. And Laura sent me Almost Home by Valerie Fraser Lewis. I'm not sure how to say the last name. But if you look close, there is a magnolia right in the center. I thought, okay, this is going to be some Southern comfort read. So I'm excited to pick this one up too. It says, with America's entrance into World War II, the town of Blackberry Springs, Alabama. And then it goes on to talk about, it sounds kind of like Found Family, because it says, when tragedy strikes, Dolly's only hope will be the circle of friends under her roof and their ability to discover the truth about what happened to a young bride who lived there a century before. So there's an old house with secrets. Check. That's one of my buzzwords. Old house. Old house with secrets. It's in the South. Check. It sounds like Found Family. Check. And there's some mystery involved. Yes, I am in for reading this one. You know me well, because that sounds right up my alley. So I can't wait to pick up this one too. I've never heard of this book. Let me know if you've read it, because I've never heard of this one and I'm really excited about it too. So thank you for these surprises I received this week in the mail. I was just so excited and I couldn't wait to film so that you could see them too. I did go buy a new, I forgot to tell you this too. So last week when my husband and I went on our little lunch date that we've been taking lately, we went to a new bookstore. It's been there for quite a while, but I have never been. I can't believe it because it's not too far from me. But the problem was they are only open a few days a week. And so every time I would try to go, they weren't open. So I made sure to go on a day that they would be open. And so we had lunch and then we went to this bookstore. And I told the lady when I was checking out buying my books, I said, okay, you're my new favorite place. And she was just the friendliest thing. I love talking with her. And it's a very little brick and mortar bookstore, but it's all antique vintage kind of books. Now they do have some other cutesy things, and I told my husband that next time I go I'm going to take you with me so you can see what I'm talking about. It's again mainly vintage, which of course you know I love used books, vintage books, but it also has some little cutesy little gifts for book lovers too. So I'll try to take you along next time I go because it's fantastic. It was like, oh, when when I opened the door, I was like, yes, this is my place. So I had a great time stopping by there, and so I'm going to frequent there as often as I can. But I did pick up a couple of things that I want to show you. They had a few Nancy Drew, and since I'm starting the Nancy Drew read along, and here's the thing too, if you're confused about the read along, you don't have to join the Voxer group. I would love for you to. All you have to do is email me, and I'll have my email in the description box. And you have to give me, though, your name and your handle, because I have to find you through your name, and then underneath your name, it'll have your handle. Because if your name is Jane Doe, there's a gazillion Jane Does. So Jane Doe is assigned a handle. It might be Jane Doe 4561 or something like that. So make sure you give me your handle so that I choose the correct Jane Doe. Does that make sense? But anyway, I'd love for you to join our Nancy Drew read along. And what I'm planning on doing for the Nancy Drew is read at least the first 10 or so. I'm not sure how far I'll go. I'll just read till we're tired of reading Nancy. And I won't do it every month because I have other things coming up too. Probably every other month I will pick up another Nancy Drew and read it. And we're starting with the first one, The Secret of the Old Clock. You're welcome to join us and just, listen and get ready for the next one if you've already read that one. Whatever. It doesn't matter. However you want to participate. You can also just watch at the end, because I am going to do a review and a little book talk about the Nancy Drew at the end of the month when I'm doing that. So you can just join along on that video as well. But I found another one. This one is number 4. I love that they put the numbers on the spines. Why don't they number series? I do not know, but it drives me bananas. But I love that it showed me, okay, this is number 4. And this one is called The Mystery at Lilac Inn. And I think I remember this one. I think I remember a little bit about this one. But I love these covers. This is the old ones that are the matte picture cover ones with the yellow spine. And I like these. And these are the ones that I'm planning on collecting since I've already started with these. So I found that. And then I also found, this is an Agatha Christie. And I've heard several people talk about it. It's one of her more autobiographical books, and this is Come Tell Me How You Live, and this is a very old copy of that. So I picked it up because I am trying to collect anything that's Agatha Christie related. And so during Nonfiction November, I'm going to always have some kind of Agatha Christie or a book about some kind of other author that I love. I always want to do that for Nonfiction November. So anytime I see a favorite author, anything nonfiction about them that's related to them in any way, I'm always, that's a given. That's a given for me. So I was excited to see this one because I've heard several people talk about it, but it's never shown up in any of my thrift stores or yard sale, estate sales. And then the treasure find of the day. As soon as I saw this, I said, yes, I want it. The reason I wanted it was because it's called Let's Keep Christmas, and it had this sweet little church on the front of it. So I was like, yeah, that was just a given for me. It's a picture book. If you follow my channel, you know that I decorate for Christmas with Christmas books. So I wanted it because of the cute little church. I mean, that looks like the church I went to, when I was a kid. And Let's Keep Christmas. But then as I looked at the cover, it says with an introduction by Catherine Marshall. So I was like, yep, I've got to get that because Catherine Marshall wrote Christie, which is one of my favorite books of all time. So I definitely wanted to pick it up. When I got it home, y'all, it is written by her husband, Peter. It says a sermon by Peter Marshall. I didn't even read that. So that made me even more excited. Have you seen this? It's a picture book of his sermon about Christmas. And on the back, y'all, look at that. Look at the baby on the back. I just love it. Now, I do have the dust jacket, but it's in this glossy, and I knew my ring light would mess it up. But on the back of the dust jacket is a picture of them at home. There's Peter, there's Catherine, and there's their son on the back in their living room. So I was so excited about this. I actually sent Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books. She loves Catherine Marshall too. I sent her a picture. We were chatting about something else. And while I was talking with her, I was looking at the cover of this and realizing that it was Peter Marshall, so I sent her a picture saying, do you have this? So she was excited for me to find this one too. So I'm real excited about it. Again, it's just simple. Oh, look at the end papers. Y'all, I am so excited about this little book. I'm trying to find, look at that. Is that not precious or what? Can you see that? I am so excited to find this little book. But anyway, it's a new favorite place and I can't wait to go back. I'm going to have to budget a little bit though, y'all, because you know I love to go to the bookstores and I don't spend a lot of money on any of my books. I know y'all think I spend a fortune, but I have a little allowance that I keep just for those. And I really don't spend a lot on one book at a time because I like to have a lot of different used books. But we just had to put a roof on this house and we had the wedding this past summer, so I'm on a budget now. I put myself on a little bit of a budget because, you know, I got to build my account back up after we had this roof that we were not planning on putting on the house. You know how that goes. So anyway, I will be going back, but I'm going to have to save a little money first before I go buy more. So those are the books that I received in the mail and the ones I picked up at this new favorite little bookstore. Super excited, super happy. Thank you to Jenna and Laura, and if I'm butchering your names, I'm so sorry. My southern self can butcher a lot of names and words, let me just tell you. So I apologize. Let me know. Give me a little pronunciation key if I'm saying your name wrong. And let me know if you've read any of these books in the comments. Let me know if you have found a treasure like I did this past week. Love those treasures. Let's chat in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.